Overland is Finji's newest game on Switch. This low-poly isometric procedurally generated strategy game has you traversing a post-apocalyptic United States from east to west in the search for safety and survival. That's about all the incentive you need to start out playing, since you're probably here for the gameplay. You start off with randomly generated characters, and the goal is simple: get a car, find some friends, and get going. Movement is grid-based, so it's limited in nature, and action points are used up when picking up items, looting trash, attacking, and anything in between. Thankfully, everything is clearly displayed at all times, so you can plan out your moves in advance. Levels are small vignette slices that start out pretty simple and quickly ramp things up. You'll quickly learn that you can't do this alone, so it's best to get friends by recruiting other survivors to your group. Each hitchhiker has their own little backstory and perk to bring something new to your team, and because permadeath is always active, more times than not you have to make some really tough decisions. Unlike most games in this genre, the goal in each level is kind of just to make it out alive. Sure, you went in there for some gas and supplies, but when push comes to shove, survival is key. There's an overworld that shows you immediate options, and this is where members of your party will interact with each other and build camaraderie. If one of them escaped a deadly encounter, you'll see them thanking each other for the help and constantly boost each other up emotionally. Progressing forward costs gas, meaning that finding some is your top priority. Because levels are randomly generated, reaching a new area quickly turns into assessing a situation before ever stepping out of your vehicle. Planning out your route is important, but keeping in mind that random events can happen at any moment keep things fresh. Environments are varied with day and night cycles, and at night, dangers are ratcheted up to 10 since your sight is limited based on your location, making any sort of light source your top priority in these moments. Combat is usually never a good idea for several reasons, the main one being that killing any enemy will alert others, causing them to burrow out from underneath the ground and quickly overrunning your party in any situation. While levels may be random, the story doesn't quite feel that way, but more stitched together, in the sense that story beats will occur that aren't random. For example, having to take down a barricade to proceed happens no matter what choices you make, but how that barricade is set up and constructed does change. There's 7 regions in total, with some really grueling ones towards the end. This isn't a game you'll complete in your very first run, that's basically a given. If you've ever played any game like Into the Breach, you'll be right at home here. Rio Gaming gives Overland on Switch an 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. See ya!